I'm Nicholas Cooper. I'm majoring in mechatronics and robotics, and I'm a freshman currently at OSU.
My name is Ricky Bell. I am also a mechatronics and robotics major, and I'm also a freshman at OSU.
And my name is Jordan Rogers, and I'm a computer science major. So yeah.
This is Omelette, and the problem: American household consumption of energy is 10,000 kilowatts an hour per year. That's a little high. I'm not gonna lie. And that's higher than most countries, which is only just like an average of 5,919, for example, Australia. And how can we reduce this? Ideas are the simple ones of better AC control, light control, conserve, but will people remember to do this? And will they be able to reinforce the ideas into their heads? And to solve this, we took advantage of people's competitiveness in the world. Like people are competitive over many things. Like right now, we're competing over prizes and promotions, status, internships, and we created Omelette, an application that uses competitiveness to make energy efficiency as easy and fun as possible.
All right. So this is just a mock-up of our app currently. Due to time constraints, we're not able to fully flesh it out, but this is what we have currently. So as you can see here, this would be our simple title screen for when the user first opens the app. So it shows our name, our logo, as well as a prompted login button for the user to click, which would then take them to the next page, which is the sign-in screen. So the sign-in screen, if they're a first-time user, when they first put in their username and attempt a password, then they'll be prompted to create an account and fully use our services and products. If they're not a first-time login and they're with the company, then they just simply put in their username and password. Simple as that. So here's the main menu of our app. So at the top, you have the user's profile picture. Who doesn't like profile picture? And then below that we would have a graph or some sort of information telling the user their generalized electricity usage, and if they clicked on such a thing, then it would in theory expand out into more detailed instructions or how specifically they're using their energy throughout their household. And then below that we have a little calendar where each day the AI of that app will provide suggestions to the user on how to better reduce their power based off of their schedules and how weather conflicts and such as that. Then below that we have 3 buttons. One button for more suggestions prompted from the AI, are frequently asked questions so the user can provide self-help if ever need it, and just basic account information if they ever want to update or change their accounting information. Here is the suggestions screen. Simple. We have our logo at the top, followed by a prompted suggestion based off the AI, which will give some suggestions based off the user's information, as well as the back button to return to the main menu. Here is the accounting information. Although bland, the user would be able to change their profile picture, their username, as well as the email address associated with their account. And if they ever desire to leave our products and services, they can simply sign out and delete the app. And we also have a back button in case they are ever wanting to go back to the main menu again. And then finally, we have the frequently asked questions. Since we don't have many customers or consumers at this point, our most frequently asked question is, why do they want to download this app? Well, I guess you just have to download the app yourself to find out. And that would be it for our app.
We also might answer that question later, but that's...
So I'm going to talk about the web version of our app. So this is just a simple homepage using HTML, CSS. And while I'm talking about it, I'm going to play this short video that just shows how the web page works. So I'd start off by showing you the nav bar You have a simple home button that goes back to the home. You have an about button, which tells you what we're about, what the company's about, what we're trying to solve. A services button, in case we offer any additional services in the future. And then we have a contact button, in case you want to reach out. And then a login button. And then to the right, that table, that is a leaderboard. So the purpose of this homepage was to demonstrate if it was for a neighborhood or an HOA. So it says your neighborhood leaderboard, and it ranks the top 10 buildings, or homes, I should say. And then you have some additional information at the bottom. And then to the left is an interactive map. So whenever you hover over it, you can see the average annual electricity sales of that state. That was just put there to kind of keep them motivated to try to lower their energy consumption.
Let's see if we can get this working. Okay, how can our app help sustainability? So we believe that kind of putting people against each other, ranking them, will help motivate people in lowering their energy consumption. So the highest rank, the least amount of energy consumption, you kind of get bragging rights. And in the future, we're thinking of adding monetary incentives. So, and also there's the obvious monetary incentive of if you are using less energy, you're going to save money on your electric bill, obviously. So, incentives and profit. We all like profit. And this also goes into our monetary incentive. So we were thinking of adding in-app advertisements. We actually took a poll of a couple of teams, and it was a 9-to-1 preference in banner ads. So we did a little bit more research into the number of banner, like how much money goes into banner ads. And this says 10 cents per 1,000 ad impressions. An ad impression is just when somebody sees an ad. So you might be thinking, that's not a lot, which is fair. So we are thinking of adding voluntary video ads, which is a whole $1 to $3 per video. So an incentive to watch these video ads is possibly you get money back. So the higher your rank, the more likely you are to win a prize, and the more videos you watch, the higher those prize values will be. And also we wanted to add, we could possibly reach out to energy efficient companies specifically to advertise on our app. So that would kind of help them and help us at the same time. Again, we're just trying to be as energy efficient as possible. Customer base, you might be wondering, who are we trying to reach out to? We're trying to reach out to close neighborhoods as of right now, HOAs, they're very close knit. And in the future, maybe even companies, so like per office basis, workers are ranked on how energy efficient they are. That was for Bob, who inspired our egg-breaking theme. May he rest in peace.
You guys are open to questioning?
So have you thought about incorporating like an online game where not just ranking systems, but a lot of these apps, a lot of these games will have in-game currency and the like. If you make it an energy savings type of game where you could actually give them in-game currency if they are saving energy through certain processes. And do you have a method in mind how you can get to actually monitor as opposed to them just saying, here's what I'm saving?
So our way of thinking of monitoring their energy efficiency is having them submit like something similar to their energy bill. So we'll know how many kilowatt hours per month they're using and what like their price of kilowatt hours. So we can also like remind them of that in the app. I don't know if you remember, but we also show like how much they're paying.
They could also probably submit a picture of their electric meter.
Would people be interested in giving up their privacy, voluntarily giving up their privacy do this?
That's why we were thinking of just doing the electric meter instead.
But yeah, part of it was we want to add those kind of incentives. Like one of our ideas was adding an in-game raffle with in-game currency or actual currency that we get from running ads.
I can understand like having a company have different offices compete against each other potentially, but help me walk through the logic of like why would a HOA or a neighborhood be interested in having this in their neighborhood?
Our main point is like going for the competitive nature of human beings. So a lot of these smaller neighborhoods, like they're very close, they're all friends. So it's more, a lot of it is like about the bragging rights. Like you want to be, I wouldn't say better than your neighbors, but it's like, hey, I just ranked up to #1 for this month. What is your rank? And kind of getting that kind of incentive.
I have more of a comment than a question. Sorry, Chris. I'm not doing my job correctly. I just want to congratulate you guys for tapping into competitive nature. The generation who are up and coming house buyers are really they're focused on playing games, being competitive. And like you said, when you get a homeowners or a neighborhood together, you're not only just competing, but you're spreading awareness. And even if you don't even realize it, they may be doing it competitively. At the end of the day, they're becoming more aware, though. So it's becoming part of their nature. So good job. Love the concept.
Thank you guys. All right, give us a few more minutes for the next team. Can you guys have